welcome to Perštejn Castle. The foundations of the palace were laid sometime in the late 13th century. The name Perštejn is an old Czech distorted version of then fashionable German name Bärenstein, meaning a bare stone or bare rock. The original 13th century castle was not too big. Its size was influenced by the steep rock on which it was built. The present face of the castle is a result of several refurbishments in the 14th and 15th centuries, which were slowly changing humble and ordinary castle into a magnificent and noble residence, not losing anything from its striking power. The extensive building activities stopped in the mid-16th century. Subsequent building adaptations were not large enough to change the late Gothic and the early Renaissance appearance of the castle, in which it has been preserved as one of just a few castles up to the present. Later Perštejns, the founders of the castle, divided themselves into several families with various attributes and residences. By the beginning of the 15th century, the house had diminished and just one clan of the family Perštejns remained in the castle. The entrance hall dates back to the late Gothic period, and it was built in the place of the last courtyard. You can notice a rock in the foundation of the walls. The original castle was built at this height. We have mounted 76 stairs to get to the hall. The rock shows the original courtyard level. You can see the front wall of the old palace. The beautiful stellar vault is an expression of the Vladislavian Gothic of the early 16th century. All the stone cutting elements, window and portal jambs, corbels and spiral staircase were made of local marble, and the castle is, therefore, with a bit of exaggeration, called the Marble Castle. The Tirolese courtyard is in fact a remainder of an originally larger courtyard of the early Gothic castle, and it reached the entrance hall we have just come from. The tower is traditionally called Barboca or Barbat, and at present it is 32 meters high. To fight off the possible attack, it was provided with a wall blade and strengthened it and fended off shots to the slides. In case of an attack, the keep could also serve as the last retreat of the defenders. Such defensive buildings were called Burgfried. The corridor was built in the place of a former gallery of an original bulwark of the early Gothic castle. On the walls, there are Czech handwritten inscriptions. They date back on the 16th century. They were written in red chalk, and you can find a whole range of different inscriptions, swear words written by soldiers, diary entries, ethical quotations, and even a quote of a Roman poet Ovidius. This quote is written on the wall next to the entrance to the Barbara Tower. I haven't taken a picture of it though.
Chceš mi kilo?
Despite its name, the new kitchen is fundamentally older than the previous rooms. It is called new as there is another, even an older kitchen in the castle, the Black Kitchen. And why the Black Kitchen? It is a room without any windows and with an open fireplace. One of an important part of the palace is the reception hall. It was changed into present form in the early 16th century. The Knight's Hall. Its concept is more similar to a chateau. It is a roll of an antechamber of the biggest and the most ostentatious hall in the castle. The stucco whiteness of the interior is brightened by a set of the high Baroque pictures. In the lower gallery, you can see the portraits of the Count Stockhammer family. The large pictures in the upper gallery represent scenes from Old Testament, especially from the life of the prophet Elijah. The author is unfortunately not known. It originated in the 15th century in the place of residential rooms of the old palace. It served for representative purposes and it was mainly used during social and ceremonial events. For this occasion, furniture was made with 36 chairs with arms of invited guests. Above the door, you can see two landscapes from 17th century and an oval with flowers. Please notice the two smaller pictures on both sides and of the passage as well. They were painted by Feilhammer in 1867. The bedroom is the last room of the Renaissance wing. The walls are decorated with quality figure paintings from 1860s thematically inspired by Rococo scenes of a French painter, Antoine Walter. The paintings cover a small door behind which an earth closet is located. A medieval form of a bay toilet protruded over the wall on corbels. On the opposite side of the room, you can notice a valuable Renaissance majolica stove heated from a heating corridor. ボリートだよ、お母さん、ボリート。ほら、お母さん、ボリートだよ。
これ蜂の巣だろ、怖いやつ。これお父さんが取った伝説のマッシュルームやん。
The Natural History Collection and the library were installed here, as you can see today, in the 1860s by Mitrovsky family. The lower floor of the tower was newly connected to adjacent Renaissance hall by breaking peripheral wall, and both the rooms were unified in terms of style by pseudo-Gothic stucco ribs and coping stones, as well as by pseudo-Gothic staircase. So guys, here's where the Perštejn Castle tours end. Thanks for watching Carla K World. See you on my next premiere. Bye!